Lilly brings you the most entertaining show in Sarasota. It's the talk of the town, featuring social, arts, and entertainment. And now, here's Sue Lilly.
And we're going to be talking about that very event from last year.
Absolutely. We'll see if we can find the sheep.
Called Avant Garde.
You got it.
Tell me a little bit about the theme. And I know that we were talking in the green room before we came in here. I think I've been covering that event for at least 6 or 7 years. And you've been there since...
I've been there about, over four years, over 4.5 years. But I think it's about a 7-year-old event.
And guess what, everybody? You know what we just found out a few minutes ago? Larry and I are both from Dayton, Ohio.
Absolutely. That's what makes us so cool. Yeah? That's what makes us so great.
So cool, yeah.
Okay, what about Avant-Garde, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, this year it has a fascinating theme. The theme of it is called Great Pairs. Now, one of the things about Avant-Garde is it is a costume optional sort of party.
You don't want to come like this.
Well, we may have a few, I don't know. When I say costume optional, I meant sort of a costume, or not a costume, but clothes.
Well, you could like design something and cut it out like a paper doll and put that over it, right?
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So it is wide open in terms of interpretation. And I've heard some interesting ideas for people, for costumes.
Well, you certainly had an idea last year. I understand. Are you going to tell us what you're going to be this year?
No, it's an absolute top state secret. Doesn't happen until I arrive.
Sarah, tell me about last year.
It was wonderful. It was called Portals to Everywhere, and it showcased one of our new sculptures. We had 500 guests. We had a lovely silent auction items, dinner with Michael's on East, dancing with DeLeon's.
Very similar to what's going to be happening
Very
this year.
similar to this year.
When we were first there, they said, now, Don, be near the entrance, because when Larry comes in, tell us about that.
Larry always makes a grand appearance, which is terrific. Last year, he came in sarcophagus as King Tutankhamun, accompanied by his beautiful wife, Pat. Right. And he came strolling in, being carried by some of our students there.
Right.
And they opened it up.
Right.
Opened it up, and there he was.
Came the king.
Out came King Tut. That's exactly right. It's tough now. It's getting tougher and tougher every year I try to do this, come up with something. So I'm trying to lower expectations a little bit, It's going to be a unique kind of thing this year, but it's not, as I was talking to Don outside, he said, well, I expect you to come out of the sewer things. Or something,
Oh, no.
We don't know where you're going to come out.
No, that's not avant-garde. So, Sarah, you were talking about the evening begins, I think, with cocktails, and there's a silent auction going on.
Exactly. We have over 175 silent auction items, and we really try to showcase our student artwork that's for sale, our faculty, staff, and alumni artwork.
That's one of the things that's really so great about it. I get questions all the time about, can I buy artwork from students? I mean, I want to get on the inside before they become
Walt Disney
or Masters or whatever. And this is the best opportunity, actually, to purchase student artwork. And we have it during the silent auction, because we have it during the silent auction of Avant-Garde. So it's a great opportunity to do that.
And there's signature pieces too, right?
There's signature pieces, and what we do actually is we split it with the students. In other words, whatever the proceeds are, half of it go to the student artist.
Oh, I did not
and
realize
then the
that.
other half goes into the scholarship fund.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So it's a real win-win for everyone concerned, and it's a great deal for those who buy the pieces in terms of getting a great bargain and some great artwork.
Now, we have a rendering here. Tell me about that. That will be in the live auction.
Now, that piece is going to be in the live auction. This is a piece by Leslie Lerner, who's one of our faculty in fine arts. He's one of the best artists that I've seen. He's just a really tremendous, very contemporary artist, and just brilliant conceptually. And he has donated one of his pieces. It's about 40 inches by 40 inches.
40 by 40.
And it's from his, what he calls the Lunatic collection. It's his last piece in that. And it is a wonderful, beautiful piece of art. And then we're going to combine it with Dinner for 12 at Michael's wine cellar, with the artist and his wife, with myself and my wife, and then the winner of it, and then 6 of their guests.
That's a great item. People love that. And that wine cellar is a lovely, intimate place to have a party.
It certainly is. It'll be great. And the chance to interact with the artist, I think, will be very special, because he's incredibly charming, as is his wife. His wife is also an artist.
And you're not bad either.
Whatever. I'm there for the frosting, right?
There you go. Sarah, tell us more about the ambiance of the evening, because I think one of the fun things is you come into the courtyard and a lot of these students are there doing their sketching.
Absolutely.
There's music.
There's music that's going to be performed by the students this year. We're very lucky. They've got a musical group that's going to be happening. We've got 2 different step groups on campus that will be performing for us, along with a few students. And those are the students that do figure enhancement drawing. So we'll be having models walking around in costume, the students performing, acting, etc.
I love it.
If someone
It's a
gets
great
into
event.
it, if someone gets into it, I know I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but we had a couple of guests who were in costume and decided that they would become a model, okay?
Oh, yeah.
So we had some of the students actually, sketching them as they were doing as well. But it shows off the campus, which is, the campus is
It's
absolutely
beautiful.
gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
And so, that's the advantage of having this on the campus itself. It's on the grounds, under a tent.
It's a way to really
And
just escape, You got
it.
And then you have the buffets, the beautiful buffets, so that you can have your dinner whenever it's comfortable for
That's
you.
correct.
and-
It's all
Exactly
these
right.
food stations all over the place.
Weren't you Elvis one year?
Yes, I was.
See, I remember that.
Very
Yeah,
good.
that was the year
Absolutely.
before last, I think.
That's right. And then
I'm
one year I
I'm
was.
trying to trick him to find out what he's going to be.
Yeah, then one year I was the Pope. Okay.
Yeah,
That was another one.
That was
so,
this
then I was
week.
Walt Disney one year.
I remember that one too.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? If you can stay with me, we're going to take a little break, and then when we come back, we're going to go out on the town to show some other things.
Okay.
And
Great.
then
Sounds great.
and then we'll come back and talk to you some more, and we should talk about the sponsors too.
Absolutely. We want to
Okay.
mention the sponsors.
All right, we'll
Great.
take a break, and we'll be right back. Stay with us.
I'm Wendy Mann-Resnick.
And I'm Jimmy Dean.
We'd like to thank our gold sponsors for the 2004 campaign for United Cerebral Palsy's 20th anniversary.
Able Band, Russell Collier, Pittsford and Gordon Chartered.
The Circle K Corporation.
Comcast Cablevision.
The Mark P. Famiglio Foundation.
Florican ESA.
The Resort at Longbow Key Club.
Michael's on East.
Patty George's
The
Restaurant.
Resnick family.
The Sarasota Herald Tribune.
Cyprit, Meshed, Resnick, Lieb, Dunbar, Jones, Crotech, and Westheimer, PA.
And ABC 7. And you.
Thanks.
I'm Wendy Mann-Resnick.
And I'm Jimmy Dean.
We'd like to thank our silver sponsors for the 2004 20th anniversary campaign for United Cerebral Palsy.
Dennis Hernandez.
Hooters.
Horizon Medical Group.
Hyatt Sarasota.
Doug Libator.
Longwood Athletic Club.
Main Street Bistro.
The Manel Family Foundation.
Morgan Stanley.
Susan and Roy Palmer.
Rehabilitative Specialties.
Jeffrey Roberti.
Some More Grotto.
Sarasota Magazine.
Randy and Mark Schlanger.
Nancy and Ray Swart.
Villa Rosa.
And you.
Thank you.
Bay Club takes center stage in the heart of the arts. The Sarasota Bay Club has been welcomed with rave reviews for bringing a new era of luxury retirement living to downtown. And remarkable sales activity is proving that this new address is the talk of the town. Those who demand a lifestyle full of arts and style, an endless list of luxurious choices, impeccable service, and wonderful friendships are quickly discovering that the Sarasota Bay Club is the only place for them.
Do you want to stay informed on what's happening in our community? Would you like to know more about the people and events that help to make the Suncoast a better place to live, work, and play? If your answer is yes, then I have a very unique opportunity for you. Call now to receive 3 months of Scene Magazine absolutely free. 3 months to enjoy Southwest Florida's most in-depth publication. Get informed, get involved. Subscribe now. Scene Magazine has it all.
Mr. Florist has been a part of Sarasota for the past 27 years, designing and decorating the wonderful special Mr. Florist. He knows someone cared enough to send only the finest. Visit our exciting showcase of flowers and special gifts.
For 25 years, Dr. James Marsh has blended impressive artistic talent with surgical expertise to create dramatic results in plastic surgery. Dr. Marsh is a board-certified plastic surgeon with extensive experience in facial rejuvenation. His old-fashioned service reflects the dedication and commitment he has to his patients' safety and comfort. Choose a plastic surgeon you can trust. Call Dr. James Marsh for the latest advancements in cosmetic enhancements.
Well, we're back, and Larry and Sarah have agreed to stay. We're going to talk some more about Avant Garde, but first we're going out on the town.
Great.
Talk of the Town,
Wonderful.
which you're going to be after Friday night.
You got it.
You got it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, first of all, we're going to Glen Ridge. That's a beautiful new community. Have you seen that?
I have not seen
Oh,
it.
you must see it. Well, you can go with me for a
I
little
will watch it.
bit. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a round of applause for the guilty man of Riverview High School. The lady who's made this all go from the very beginning. 10 years ago, this has been in the making. We are pleased to welcome the chairman of our board of directors, Ms. Mary Brand Carroll. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, it's so wonderful. We've all waited. I see my old friends from years back, and we're all together here, and it's wonderful.
And now it is my privilege to introduce to you someone that needs no introduction, the longest serving commissioner of Sarasota County, still working hard, Mr. David Mills. Ladies and gentlemen.
Glen Ridge is a positive addition to the Sarasota's health care offering that will benefit the economy for years to come through the creation of 225 new positions with an annual payroll of $5.4 million. Whereas the nation's first life-fulfilling community will soon be recognized as a model for others to follow, and thus add to Sarasota's image as a trend-setting community. Now, therefore, we, the Board of County Commissioners of Sarasota County, Florida, recognize and welcome Glen Ridge on Palmer Ranch to the greater community of Sarasota. Commend the members for their vision that made the community possible, and wish them all the very best as they become role models of successful aging on Florida's magnificent Sun Coast. My pleasure to represent the Board of County Commissioners today. Jim McCall, best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
That was beautiful.
It was
That was
gorgeous.
Glen Ridge.
I know. I can't believe that.
And you know Howard, right?
I know Howard.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah.
So they've got a beautiful, beautiful facility. I urge you to go see it sometime.
I will need to do that.
Okay. Oh, downtown. We were just talking about how it's growing and growing. How many high-rises? Well,
Dozens.
WCI just opened another couple of beautiful penthouses, and they had a lovely little reception, and we'll go to that for just a few seconds, okay?
Okay.
At the Ritz.
Diane and John. John's getting and this is my friend from Nashville, Tennessee, Donna Baker. And this is Charlie Jeremy.
Again, downtown. It's growing.
It's growing. And look at that. I mean, what a gorgeous, gorgeous place.
Every place is just more beautiful, and we're attracting people from all over the world, aren't we? Which you do at Ringling
We do as
School.
well, exactly. I mean, we have like students from 35 foreign countries that are enrolled as students in school.
And when they graduate, they do very well.
They do very, very well.
They
Well,
can
the starving artist Smith is gone,
not from Ringling School.
Not from
obviously.
Ringling School, anyway. No, we have students who are going to, in fact, we had 6 of them who worked on Lord of the Rings, for example, and people at DreamWorks who are doing the next Shrek movie. And,
Right from our little city.
Our little city.
Little
Pixar,
city,
etc. Yeah, it's really exciting.
Okay, well, Mike Peters has 2 daughters.
Who went to Ringling?
Okay, well, we went to Cartoon Classics, and of course you don't go to Cartoon Classics unless you run into Mike Peters.
Well, Mike Peters better be there.
Okay, well, let's go to the luncheon first, okay?
Okay.
Delighted and pleased and thrilled to be able to introduce to you our new executive director. As many of you will remember him, Hal Headley. Please come on up.
Wow, what an opportunity, and what a nice group. I was teasing beforehand, I said, how many people ever get to do something again without hiring a lawyer? And I get to be here, and I didn't have to hire a lawyer. I just thank the board and the staff. There are also community heroes here in this room, and you're surrounded by them. And they're the people that do this work. You've already met the staff. 22,000 children were helped last year. That's exciting. There's more work to be done. That's exciting. And somebody asked me at one point, they said, well, why would you go back? This is why. When you get this kind of community support, when the publisher of your newspaper is here, your United Way's behind you, your board says we can do this. Everybody's ready to roll up their sleeves. That's just very, very exciting to me personally. As we all know, the landscape for children and families in our community changed on February 1st of this year, but we can do better, and we will protect our children, and we're going to get our community back to a point, and it's been there before, I'm sure, in the history of Sarasota, where we again feel like a small town, where we open our windows and blinds and make sure that children that need help, that need an escort through a neighborhood, get it, a safe escort.
From the Herald Tribune, please welcome my mother's favorite writer, David Bryan.
Before I begin, I'd like to make an announcement. I'd like to urge everyone to remain in their seats throughout this program, no matter how dreadful it may be. Because at halftime, Bob Plunkett is going to come back up here on stage. We're going to do a dirty dance together, and he's going to expose my breast.
Somebody's still talking.
Talk of the town, right? See you, everybody.
Your glasses are not working. Here in this gorgeous Sarasota. Come on.
Thank you. We could have been anywhere, and I begged and said, I've always wanted to live in Sarasota, please, Dickie. And he said, okay, honey, we're here. This is such a welcoming town. We love it here. We're so happy here. I married a gypsy. I didn't know it till after I married him. We moved a lot. He may move a lot. You've got me.
Here, we have to move things. Is there something important you have to say?
I just want to say,
no, I got you a long time ago.
Oh, and that's where we're going next. We're going to United Way, and let's go.
Hi, we're at the Social Society United Way at the beautiful Ritz. I'm Ted Seeger, sales manager for Seed Magazine, and this is my star salesperson, Denise. If you don't know her now, you will. Hi, Sue, and this is the talk of the town.
I'm with the boss tonight.
Go ahead.
My name is Alex Young, and as Executive Director of United Way of Sarasota County, I'd like to personally welcome you to our post-city reception. We're thrilled to have all of you with us in our great community here on the west coast of Florida. I'd like at this time to thank our chair of the foundation, United Way Board of Governors, Ed Ford, Ms. Lovely White County, and all the Board of Governors for hosting this event. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Board of Governors, of the foundation.
And now we're going to a reception. This was held at a beautiful, beautiful home near Siesta Key, and it was to honor a beautiful young ballerina, prima donna ballerina.
Donna, you're Sue, and I think you called me on the telephone. Right, and we are here at the beautiful home of the Hammonds. Yes, oh, what a spot. And what is the occasion? Well, we're welcoming Susan Jaffe, who is one of America's outstanding ballerinas. She was a ballerina with the American Ballet Theater in New York for 22 years, and just retired last year. And we're very lucky to have her here. And she's teaching 2 master classes and speaking at our new and she doesn't look like she's more than 22 years old. No, she doesn't. Dancing is a very healthy thing. I'm going to take up dancing.
Okay, we are with our hostess, Renee, and Susan, who's being honored tonight. And the ballet, as always, we talk about.
I'm just so happy to be here in such a beautiful home and such a beautiful view. And this is just like a godsend for me, coming from snowy New York. So I am just very, very happy to be here, and I look forward to coming again.
And Susan had done one master's class already with students from the academy, and then tomorrow morning she's going to be working with our company, and the dancers are very excited about it. And I want to thank every one of you that helped to underwrite the cost of this to be there. And you will hear from Susan at our luncheon, our SBA luncheon, tomorrow, the 22nd. So.
Well, that was a lovely, lovely party, and she is a beautiful young lady.
She looked like, yeah.
And
Did you say she's going to teach here?
Yeah, well, she's retired. Can you believe that? Here from New York City,
Wow.
and retired, and like somebody said, what is she, maybe 21 or?
Exactly. Yeah, of course, when you're a ballerina, I think you have to retire.
No, you know, actually, no, I can remember now in that video, the lady that I was talking to was telling me that she had been 22 years, and I said, she looks like she's only 22 years.
Right.
Oh, doesn't
Wow.
she?
She does.
And so she said, well, dancing is very good for you. I said, I think I better take up dancing. It's a little late.
Yeah.
It's a little bit late, right? We've got one more little party to go to, and then I want to talk to Sarah and Larry a little bit more about Avant-Garde. UCP, you know, Wendy Mann-Rosley,
Right.
UCP, celebrating her 20th year. Seems like yesterday.
Wow.
They had a birthday party, and they gave out some beautiful awards, and let's go to UCP.
Happy birthday.
Okay.
I can't believe I didn't know you like this 20 years ago, but I'm glad that I know you now like this.
Yeah.
Oh, how many events?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, she has a lot of
Oh,
events.
unbelievable.
And very successful. I think she said she started like it. Well, I know that when I moved to Siesta Key, there was a place called, oh shoot, I can't remember the name of it. It was Magic Moment Restaurant. It was before you guys.
Before our time, yeah.
But she had a little teeny party there, and now it's just grown and grown and grown.
That's great.
She's
That's
worked very
wonderful.
hard, and her
Yeah.
child is
Right.
a magnificent young man.
Yeah.
Okay, now we need to sell some tickets.
Yes, we do.
Absolutely.
And we have tickets available.
Okay,
The
tell us.
party is Friday, okay?
That's
March
this Friday.
26th, this Friday. So you got to hurry, okay? But tickets are available. What's the ticket line to get them?
359-7652 is the ticket line.
Okay, now that would be if, I don't know if we had that on the screen or not, but that would be, you could find that in the directory, I would assume.
You can find that on our website, and you can call even my number. How about that one? 359-7589. That's my direct line.
7589.
And I'll be glad to help you as well.
Okay, and what about your website?
It's on the Ringling School, rsad.edu. We'll get you the website, and you can find that
Okay, and
information.
tell me about, you can have a table.
Yep.
There's
Yes, you
different
can.
well, there's different.
There's different things. There's
yeah.
a table for 10, or, you know, there you can come individually, you can come as a couple, however you want to do it. I mean, but, you know, basically the price of it's about $175 per person.
You know, that's interesting that you would say that you don't have to come as a couple, because it is one of the events that you would have just a ball to be there, because it's so open and there's so much to do.
Right. There's so many things to do, and you get a chance to mingle with a lot of folks and, you know, meet new people and so forth. So it's really fascinating. And it's a good mix of people.
And you know, Larry, like you said earlier, maybe somebody's just tuning in, during the silent auction, you have a chance to get up close and personal to a lot of the students, their artwork.
Absolutely.
And you don't know the piece that you buy could be
a masterpiece.
It could be a masterpiece.
It could really be a masterpiece. So that's one of the things. And aside from that, it's great art. Okay.
Of course.
It's juried in terms of the artwork that's allowed in the silent auction, and it's just a fabulous, you know, some fabulous options there.
Okay, we have just a little bit of time left, and I think one of the things we didn't talk about were the sponsors.
Well, we can't forget the sponsors, because they help make this all possible. And all of the funds go to scholarships for our students. And that's what the purpose of this is. So I want to especially thank people like Sarasota Ford and Publix Supermarket, Willis Smith Construction, Sun Trust. You know, the list goes on and on and on. But so many people have helped us with this.
And when you spoke of Sarasota Ford, it makes me think of another item that you have in the live auction. Did we already mention that?
No, we didn't. The other item in the live auction, other than the Leslie Lerner painting, is a sunset cruise on Vern Buchanan's yacht.
And that, I'm sure, is a beautiful yacht.
That is a beautiful yacht, so I understand it's
and
about
that's a full dinner sunset
full dinner,
cruise.
Sunset cruise kind of thing, exactly.
Now, if we talked just briefly, and I hope we don't run out of time, but just briefly, there are scholarship programs available. It isn't just an elitist school.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. No.
I think most people
About 70% of our students are on some form of financial aid. And that's one of the reasons why we hold this, is because we have so many people, so many kids who want to come and can't afford to come.
So you could be sponsoring the next Van Gogh.
You got it. That's exactly right.
All right. Well, listen, we want to remind you, tickets are available 359.
7652 is the ticket line number, or call me directly
Okay,
at 359-7589.
Okay, Sarah and Larry, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're going to be there.
Great. I can't wait to see it. Where are you going to be?
Talk of the town. I'm probably just going to be me. Hey, y'all have a wonderful week, and good night, and God bless everybody.